Hello out there in the crypto world. One more time with DeFi, EOT Latin America. Hey, today I want to talk a few things about, well, helium. I know for helium news comes out tomorrow, but today is our crypto news. There's things going on. The U.S. Congress is supposed to vote tomorrow whether they're going to pass this bill or not for this new infrastructure bill, which in it holds a lot of regulation against cryptocurrencies. And the SEC, as well as the Treasury Department, are moving forward right now as if that bill's already passed. So they already know it's going to pass. The corruption, the time that Nancy Pelosi needed to buy off certain individuals, the money coming from whatever country is helping this to go through is already there now. So it's pretty much a guarantee that it's going to pass. You also have threats now coming that maybe the governor of Texas, Mr. Abbott, will not hold his seat, which is kind of funny. All these people moving to Texas. Isn't that kind of strange that they think they can actually take an election now with so much strength from the Republican Party there? Well, all this is going to affect cryptocurrency because they legalized cryptocurrency in Texas. They can actually go in and rescind this and then try to make Texas more pro-federal government. I imagine they'll do the same thing to Florida, being these are the two states that pretty much they're standing out and stepping up against the corruption that's taking place globally. Anyway, how's that going to affect us in cryptocurrency? What's going to affect us? The other one I want to talk about is PlanetWatch. So I'm going to focus today mostly on the PlanetWatch issue, which we got a problem with that. People just don't understand what cryptocurrency is and what digital currency is. PlanetWatch claims they're in a crypto market, but they're really not. They're a digital market on the blockchain. We invested heavily with PlanetWatch, and we're not going to buy any more with PlanetWatch. They change things at a whim. So let's talk about that a little bit. Let's talk about, you have out there people pumping PlanetWatch devices, but yet your PlanetWatch device is complete KYC, where the point where you have to return on your recorder now and record your face and everything and a recorder, not just a picture. So it's a KYC that's even more to an extreme. Why? Let's talk about that a little bit. There's some rumors going on that I think are valid. Let's talk about what PlanetWatch is doing and why they're KYCing everybody when they flip-flop back and forth from one week to another week. It's a problem. And let's talk about Helium and their new partner with Dish Network. What's that mean for us that want to buy the 5Gs and install it ourselves when it looks like Dish will be able to just turn on all their dishes that are already existing and provide 5G, which will step on us, overpower us because they have a much greater antenna power than we are. Now, this is a concern. I'm not saying it's actually a reality yet, but this is a concern that we need to talk about. Let's talk about this stuff right now on DeFi, IoT Latin America. I'm saying it in Spanish. Okay, let's talk a little bit first about Helium, the new partnership with Dish Network. It's funny because I see all these YouTubers racing out there, and I just sat back for the week. We're traveling still. Our objective is try to make it to Las Vegas to the iHub Global Conference. Right now we got some car problems. So we're going to see if we're actually going to make it there or if we're going to have to tune in via webinar. We're trying to make it there. That's our goal. So we came here principally for and to pick up other products that we had waiting for us back at our different drop boxes. Anyway, what's this with Dish Network and 5G with Helium? Everybody's applauding. Okay, is this going to strengthen the Helium token? Will it strengthen the Helium network? Yes, it will. Dramatically. So if we're investing in Helium, in other words, we're buying Helium HNT and we're investing in the Helium coins, or we're investing in the Helium project, we'll say better, then this is great news. But what about us that want to deploy Helium hotspots, 4G and 5G? Well, 4G we got a while, especially down in Latin America and in other countries that are not quite as advanced technologically as the US or Europe. 5G, though, we're already starting to implement in the US, for example, is going to be another question. Because what nobody's talking about is the fact that, first of all, it costs $2,500. You want to buy a 5G system to be able to hook up. That's extremely expensive without any numbers as to what we're actually going to earn in HNT for this. Then the other thing concerning us is there's only 2.5 million HNT being issued every month. So if the 5G network is going to be incentivized more for investing more money, then what's that going to do to us that have already invested in the 4G network, which by itself already is a fiasco and a complete jungle of confusion with all these companies like CalChip Connect and others. They've taken advantage of us, taken our money, built their companies, even Rack for that matter, and built their companies up. They're expanding. They're grown. They've grown. They've gone from just a few handful of products to a whole smorgasbord of products you can buy on their websites. So what's that mean for us in the end is they really don't care about the people. The people's network is no longer people's network in Helium. I'm sorry. That's just the bottom line. Do I think that we got some time to get in and get some money out of it? Yeah, I do. Do I think it's going to pay something going forward? Yes, I do. But how much is going to be reduced now with Dish Network coming on? That's the question we need to be asking. What's this mean? What does it mean Dish Network is coming in and they're going to be able to, they're going to support 5G with their dishes? If their dishes are going to support 5G, that's going to be much more powerful than a Helium hotspot if they actually get approved from Helium, which it looks like they already are, to be able to fire up their dishes they already have in place and be able to generate a 5G system that's going to tap into that same 2.5 million HNT that's distributed globally. Then you have with the iHub groups and so forth coming out, going to implement millions more of hotspots coming over the next couple of years. What really is going to be in this for us to incentivize us to continue with the Helium project? Now, as an investor in HNT itself, this is great news. So I'm almost considering whether we buy more devices or we just invest in the actual HNT itself and buy it and let it rise. Seems like a more sure bet just investing, which I'm generally against that. I'm generally pro buy the devices, generate some sort of rewards or mining, if you will, or even mining. We're still very pro GPU miners because I see so many going the way of the government, so many going KYC, but in a KYC that's beyond even what it was before. And it's a KYC that even the banks now are even behind a little bit in this KYC in some areas. Some are actually recording you as you're actually signing and discussing and talking and signing up for your account. I know in Ecuador that's the case. You don't have any privacy whatsoever in the banking system. So, and same in Costa Rica as well as in Nicaragua and other countries as well. Not all banks, but most banks. So here's a question I have now then. Why don't we start questioning the fact of what's this mean, Dish Network coming on? I'm actually, in the beginning I was like, oh yeah, great. But then I started thinking about it more. I started reading more, trying to find more research on this. So if you can find, you have more research than what I was able to find on actually the whole idea with Dish Network, what this means for us. Are they going to be able to fire up their dishes already in place to sync into the Helium network? Or are they going to need to buy new devices? Or are they going to provide something that we as the people, our devices? Let's just put it in black and white here. Let's lay it on the table. Helium is in a race against Amazon and others. I'm sure that Microsoft is right there behind them, or even Apple. So we understand that Helium, if they just wait for us, the people, to buy these things, their network is going to spread slow. Slow and steady growth is much better than a fast, uncontrolled growth. And they're really selling their soul as to being a people's network to becoming a corporate network. And this is not the beginning. They're just advancing more what we and others have been saying, a few others, not me, but a few others have been saying all along. You still have others out there like Voscoin and so forth that are touting Helium's the best way to mine, et cetera, et cetera. But what I find about these guys is, though I listen to them and I respect them, but they don't seem to look in the future. They don't look down the road at what these implications will mean a year or 2 years down the road when we're investing in something that we're hoping is going to go for 4 years or 6 years. I know in the crypto world that 6 months or a year is a long time. When we start investing money, and the reason we got into GPUs with some of our partners was because we saw a future down the road for GPUs. Even though Ethereum is going to go away, which is fine by me because it's just too doggone expensive. Even though I feel that they're going to go off and not allow us to mine, they're going to go proof of staking, which again is more centralized. Everybody's moving to centralized. Everybody's trying to stay out of trouble with the regulation. They're scared because they're afraid they're going to get slapped, especially in the U.S. They want that U.S.-based market. So I shouldn't say everybody. I'm sure that some are going to maintain their independence and their decentralized finance philosophy, and which will allow us to invest, and they're going to grow. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for those companies that are going to try to give us telltale signs that they're not going to centralize. we've been pro-Cardano, but Cardano's looking more like they're going to centralize now. I'm in bed with China, or indirectly, and which is kind of interesting. How can they actually get in bed with China, become a currency in China, when cryptocurrencies are actually apparently made illegal in China? Well, that should be a red flag for us. So let's just summarize this. Do I think that the Dish Network deal with Helium is a good thing for people who have Helium hotspots for the people's network? No, I don't. Not at all. Do I think it's a good thing for Helium? Great. And I see where Helium really has no choice because of the competition. Their competition is corrupt, and their competition will do whatever they got to do to dominate the world. My hope is in Helium. Will we stay in the Helium project? Well, we're deeply into this now, so we're going to have to just figure things out as we go along. Do I think there's time we can recover our money? Yes, I do. So I think now, especially getting our money and coming from the standpoint that we will be able to earn our money back, like through iHub Global. I think more even now, more so, iHub Global is even more of an allure, or I should say more attractive, because you don't have to invest so much of your money. They're investing. They're taking a big risk for us. So I really now am much more pro iHub Global. This morning I picked up my team and I said, I want you to triple the efforts you're making. I want you to triple the efforts you're making in affiliating more people and helping those who are affiliated with us to grow their teams. I think iHub Global is now going to be the way we're going to go with our Helium, and not in buying more hotspots. We were going to invest heavily in 5G. We're going to stand down for a while and see what happens with this idea with this network, and see if we're on the right page or not, if we're understanding correctly or not. Okay, to finish up, PlanetWatch. What's going on with PlanetWatch? Now, we jumped into PlanetWatch. To be honest with you, we bought 49 devices in PlanetWatch idea because we're IoT developers. We were going to try to put these in people's homes in Latin America and help them be able to generate another income and help the whole network of PlanetWatch to develop. Thought it'd be a good idea to put these things in people's homes. They can monitor their homes, their air quality in their homes, improve their health, especially during this whole pandemic issue. And do I think there's illnesses out there? All kinds of illnesses. We need to be able to monitor homes. I want them to know the truth of what's in that home too. Where's cleaner air, in your home or outside? Well, we know now, even from the PlanetWatch white paper, that inside your home, you are more apt to catch a virus or some sort of a disease than you are outside your home. So keep an eye on that and investigate that yourself. But that's exactly what PlanetWatch is claiming. So we want to help people make sure that their air quality is good and help them create another income and then help maintain this for them. So we're buying the devices. Now, do I think that this is something that's going to die tomorrow? No, but here's what PlanetWatch did. They came out a couple weeks ago on their AMA, and the president of PlanetWatch comes out. I'm not going to mention names here. I'm not trying to bash him particularly, but in a way I kind of am, saying shame on you to PlanetWatch and the people controlling PlanetWatch, because they claim to be crypto, and they're not crypto, they're digital. The moment that you take anything that is crypto or anything, you put KYC to it, and you can track who it is and you control how it moves, you are now digital, not virtual. Okay, so you're not a cryptocurrency, you're a digital currency. And there's a big difference, and we need to understand that difference, because a lot of fraud is going to come out with future governments and the world governments and so forth. There's more digital being proposed. The people are trying to claim it's crypto. It's not crypto. It is digital, and digital is controlled. So now PlanetWatch is trying to control everything, and they're coming back and saying, well, you have the KYC, and they're doing this KYC. You have to turn your video camera on and let them video you as you're actually doing your KYC, which is, to me, a red flag. Second, here's what we've heard. Apparently some hackers hacked into PlanetWatch. And what they discovered was PlanetWatch's key clients are asking for this information. A week ago in the AMA, it was said that they were only going to KYC those who asked for more than 5 licenses per device. In 1 week, they came out and said it's mandatory that everybody KYCs. And first of all, it said it was just going to be a soft KYC, something simple. Now it's an extreme KYC, and then it's even more if you want more than 5 devices. You have to actually show show a billing or some sort of receipt of your electrical, phone, etc. Show your exact location, confirm you're there. Well, they already should know where that device is going to be with the actual GPS, but I guess you could throw that GPS as well. And I almost think people should do that. I mean, that's your privacy. So, I mean, there's still ways around that. So what are we going to do now? Well, we already got these devices. We're going to try to put in people's home, but we're not buying any more. We will not buy any more devices with PlanetWatch. We're going to end it there. We're going to look for others that will actually allow. PlanetWatch keeps saying that the community decides. So PlanetWatch, if you want our support and you want to support people like us that actually want to help you develop your program, then you're going to need to allow the community to make the decisions, not you guys make the decisions. You made one decision, say it was going to be a soft KYC, and you flipped in 1 week, and now you're telling everybody they have to KYC. And in fact, if you do not KYC, all the devices that were already purchased, those licenses already purchased, will no longer be able to cash out the coins. Well, that in and of itself merits a lawsuit, because you cannot go retroactive with somebody who's already there. If you think you can go retroactive, then it shows that you have way too much control and abuse of powers to merit the support of us or any others that really are into it to help you with the program. Now, you've got a lot of people out there that just don't get it, especially down in Latin America. They just want the money. So they will just want the money. And so people are going to find ways to thwart your KYC. So by doing that wasn't very intelligent, because people can work their way around it. You know that. We know that. I know that. I know my engineers are capable of doing it too. We're not doing that. We don't want to do that. We want to play everything by the rules. However, you can't just change the rules in midstream and go retroactive. You just say from here going forward, these will be treated this way. So PlanetWatch to me is a big yellow and red flag. It's an orange flag right now. We need to be careful of PlanetWatch and where they're going. They change very quickly, and they talk about the community, but the only thing the community does for them that they need us to do is to buy their products, to install them. What are they doing with that information? What are they going to do in the future if all of a sudden their clients say, hey, we're going to pay so much money, but we want more data from those people. We want to know exactly who those people are in that household. Well, insurance companies apparently are their main client, and those insurance companies can be very invasive and actually raise our rates or decline us insurance according to whether our air contamination is in our homes or outside of our homes. And that's what we got to be careful of. People saying to me, KYC is no big deal. Just do it. I got nothing to hide. Well, it's not you have nothing to hide, but you do. You just don't see it. You can't see it. Their sensors can detect it. So be careful. So today we're saying yellow flag on buying more helium hotspots. Yellow flag. Especially 5G. You need to come down in price and you need to clarify what's going to go on Dish Network. Until that's clarified. 2, PlanetWatch. Until they put the power back into the people, which they claim they do, then we will not support PlanetWatch anymore in that regard. We have those devices we have. We'll bring them on board. We'll put them in people's homes, etc. We'll figure out ways to actually protect their personal identity as much as we can and still comply with PlanetWatch KYC. However, not pro PlanetWatch anymore. And Helium, we're pro Helium project if you want to invest, but not pro in buying. So just things to consider. Now look, don't take our word for it. Don't take my word for it here at DeFi IoT Latin America. We as a team feel this way about it. We've done our research. Remember, we put our blood in the actual market. We put our mouth, our money where our mouth is. And then we tell you. We don't get anything for free. Like most YouTubers get their stuff for free. And then they come and tell you what they're told to tell you. Promote. We don't do that. DeFi IoT Latin America. Don't get lost. Stay with us. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell so you can see when they come out. We're going to try to walk you through all this. We're deep into both of them. So let's see if we can get it worked out with both of them so we can support these programs.